Welcome back to Behind the Play with Taylor and Maddy. We are on episode 6, and today we're talking about loose parts.
Yes, my favorite. Do you like loose parts?
Yeah, I like loose parts because there's not really like any wrong answers. Like a loose part is like almost anything.
Yeah, that's what I like about it too, because if you buy if you go to the store and you buy a toy for your child, say it's like, I'm trying to think of like those, like the little farm, there's a name for it, the Little People sets, it's like you have the construction worker and the vet or whatever, and then you have the barn. So there's only so much play that's going to happen with that setup. But with loose parts, you could probably make that, and it also could be so many different things.
Yeah, loose parts are like totally universal, and yeah, they can be used for...
Do you get to use, sorry to cut you off, do you get to use lots of loose parts in school age and kinder? Like, do you use a lot of them there? I feel like preschool and infant, like the infant room, we use them a lot, but it's probably different when you're in school age and kinder.
Yeah, the school agers, I think it's because they get exposed to more non-loose parts, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, does it get lost a little bit when you go into like more of a school age?
I think it definitely gets lost. Like they want the toy to almost lead the play.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because like I have a daughter that is now at school age, and I found that I really have to not, like when we have loose parts in our home, I have to only provide those. Like, and be like, no, we're going to make something out of this, and she will always reach for the thing that's easier. So like if we're building something, well, she'll just want to go get her Barbie house from upstairs, but I'm like, no, let's try to make a house. And I find that's more challenging for her compared to my son, who it comes naturally. So it's interesting how you're right, like maybe they more rely on the toy to provide the play, like that imagination is kind of gone.
I also think like when kids will get a toy that they have to assemble from a store.
Right. Yes.
I remember as a kid, like that was like the funnest part, is assembling it and like building it. And now it's like, well, no, I just want it like
so
turnkey.
Yeah. I'm really bad. Like for me, I've never been the type of person that enjoyed building things. Like that wasn't of my interest. But I think it's also because I'm more of a creative. Like I was like, no, you're not going to tell me the instructions. Like I'm going to build it however I want. And I now as an adult, like reflecting on that, I'm like, oh, that's why I didn't really like puzzles that much, or like Lego. I want to like those things. I buy those things, but I'm hyper fixated on them. And then I'm like, no, you're not going to tell me where they're supposed to go. But I think that's the way that like spiritually, that's who I am. And I feel that with my kids too. But you are right when you say like, there isn't the focus to be able to like sit and put together like this intricate thing. Or like when you go to McDonald's, like sometimes they give you like a puzzle, my kids are like, pfft. And I'm like, come on, let's do it or whatever. And then here I am struggling with the puzzle as well. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
And like loose parts, I think it's more about the journey than the end result. Because with loose parts, I feel like the journey is always changing, because loose parts can be used for so many different things.
That's true. And they can be like in so many different environments. So if you're thinking of like a preschool setting, you have different areas. So you have like your block area, your dramatic arts area, your library, your science area, and so forth. And the loose parts items can be transferred to all of those areas, which the imagination just flourishes, because I'm trying to think like a block could be a telephone, or it could be like, and the imagination is endless, but a phone is just a phone. And that's what loose parts is so crucial. And I feel like it is something that all child care centers should have, because it just sparks so much play.
Yeah, where one child sees, like you said, a block as a phone, another one might see it as
something completely different.
Yeah, a building. Or
we did in the block section of when I'm at Red River, we did a block play workshop, and we had to create different structures, and it was just interesting to see all the different groups. I was like, oh, I would never have thought of using it for that. So that's what's really cool about loose parts too, because it's like you just said, one person's going to see it one way and somebody's going to see it something completely different, and then you kind of just like add on to the imagination now. Oh, you saw it like that, I wonder if it could look like this, or what if we added this to that to, you know, continue the game or whatever. That's something really cool about loose parts.
Yeah, definitely that kind of play, I think, is easily scaffolded.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah.
And inspires others.
It does, yeah. Can you think of, like, what are some examples of loose parts that you can bring into a center? There's so many. There's like keys.
Yeah, keys.
Keys.
My mind went straight to like nature, like sticks, rocks, pine cones.
I always go straight to nature too, but I'm trying to think like of other things too. And when I was doing like my research for this podcast episode, like what about like nuts and bolts?
Yeah.
Like they could be used like in Play-Doh to make eyeballs, or like they could be dog food for the dog. Like there's so many different things you can use for like different types of metals. But in the nature sense, what about like tree stumps or like wood slices? Like I think they call those wood cookies. I heard someone say that and I was like, oh, because it looks like a cookie.
I think I've heard that before.
Yeah, wood cookies. Toilet paper rolls, paper towel rolls,
bottle caps,
gems, seashells. There's so many, like huge tractor tires, regular tires. What I'm currently looking for right now is bicycle tires. And I'm also looking for the like metal part in the inside, because I saw somewhere they had the metal part and they got the kids to weave different fabrics through it. How cool!
Okay, that's not what I thought you were going to say. I seen another one where they put the bicycle tire like they would on a tire, spinning around like this, and then they tied bottles of paint and they spun it around and it just like made a mess of art.
Oh, that is so cool.
So obviously they put like paper underneath or whatever they do.
That's an experience that they're getting, and experiences are something that are remembered for the children. They don't forget that. Like it's an experience. Everyone's excited to do it. I love that, and that's so cool how you thought of that for the bicycle piece. While I was thinking something completely different. So that's really good for childcare centers too, because financially, there's like so much things that can come from one thing, and that's something essentially that you're going to get donated to you. You're going to collect it like a thrift store, like Facebook Marketplace, and it's
before you start naming things, I wanted to do like a little game with you to like kind of end this episode, and we're just going to like just go back and forth with like loose parts, like resource places.
Okay.
And we'll just
rapid fire.
Yeah.
Rapid fire. Okay. So do you go first?
Okay, we'll go off of yours, Facebook Marketplace. Okay. I'll say Dollar Tree / Dollar.
I'm gonna say Salvation Army.
Okay, I will say Arts Junction.
I will say your recycling bin. That's a good one.
I will say the woods.
That's a good one. I'll say the side of the road. Just wash it first. There's good. People get rid of some really good things.
Definitely.
Like my bedspread. I'm not even kidding. Auntie Kim, shout out to Auntie Kim. So, okay, we just got to sidetrack for a second. So, I'm trying so hard not to put my hands on the table to shake the video here. So, my Auntie Kim has a cabin in Steep Rock, and they're always, like, when cabins they're cleaning out for, like, spring cleaning and stuff, they'll put things on the side of the road, and it says free. And I'm biking on my bike or whatever, and I'm like, whoa, now that's a nice quilt. And I was like, and it said free, and I was like, I'm coming back for you. So I came back later because they have side by side, and I was like, Auntie Kim, I like need to go get this quilt. And also that family sign that's on my wall was from the same dumpster pile. That is a nice sign.
Wow, double score.
Yeah, I was like, and my sister was like, no, you're not going to take that. I was like, yes, I am. It even came with a pillowcase. That's on my bed right now. And so my auntie is like an avid quilter. So she was like, okay, we'll wash it, obviously. And it was in perfect condition. There was a few rips and stuff. So my auntie took it home, fixed it up for me, washed it, and gave it to me. And it's like, whoever made that quilt was a lot of love and time. But anyway, yeah, to keep going. Side of the road.
This is going to kind of piggyback off of side of the road, but giveaway weekend. Have you ever attended?
I've never attended, but see, it's the same idea kind of, right? Like people put things on their end of their driveway.
Yeah, it's a dedicated weekend twice a year. So there's like the spring cleaning one, and then there's one in fall. And we drive it up and down. I found so many good things.
What's that saying? It's like one man's garbage is another man's treasure.
Yeah.
I'll take your garbage.
I'll take your garbage. Shout out Trailer Park Boys. I think he says, one man's garbage is another man's ungarbage. It's something like so that.
True. I love a good secondhand item. Okay, so now it's my turn. I'm gonna say, your grandparents' house. I always used to take things from my grandparents, like things they're just giving away. So to kind of like piggyback off of that, meaning like your family and friends, like ask like, hey, I'm looking for this. Do you have it sitting in your garage or your shed? I'm looking for it for my childcare center.
Grandparents had knickknacks like crazy in their basement. Tell me your grandparents.
Oh, they did. They're in my house right now. Rest in peace, Grandma and Grandpa. But there's stuff like every time somebody passes away in my family, and my family, if they're watching this, are gonna laugh, comes to my house. That's probably why there's so many ghosts in here. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Okay, tell me if this one counts. My next one was gonna be parent donations.
Parent donation, that counts. Because I said family and friends, and you said parent. I'm gonna say, I said Salvation Army, so I'm gonna say Valley Village. I get all my stuff from there.
Okay, if you're gonna say Salvation Army and Valley Village, I'm gonna say MCC.
Okay, I'm gonna do you one more and say Pray Crocus, because I just went there on the weekend. They would have loose parts, yeah. Okay. Oh, I have the best one.
Oh, okay. I'm stumped. Okay, you win. Tell us your other one.
Garage sales.
Oh!
Because garage sale season is coming up. And people get rid of, talking about like overconsumption, we live in a time right now where we overconsume. And you go to like Winners and everybody's like buying these random things, and it just like, and then ends up in a landfill again. And it's like, we should be repurposing and recycling things, and loose parts helps to stop the overconsumption, and like another person's garbage is now going to be used to make memories in a childcare center.
Is that what they call upcycling?
Upcycling, I think so. Is that different? So recycling and upcycling are different?
Somebody tell us in the comments.
Just Google that one. But yeah, so that's how it should be. There's just so much stuff that just gets thrown out. Oh, and while we were talking about this, I was thinking about like loose parts, like takes a while to collect, because you say I'm like looking for donation of keys, and then you get like one, and but you have to start a little bit of a collection, which is what I want to do at our childcare center. Is we got these like big tubs donated, and we were using them as a loose part in the block area, but they're kind of over it now. So I was thinking I'm going to use those as a storing place for like seashells or acorns or pine cones, and like label them all really nicely because they're clear containers. And then when you're doing like, I don't know, say you're going to make like Play-Doh faces or something, and you want to use like loose parts, you could just pull them out of the cupboard, school age, kinder, whoever wants to use them. They're nicely labeled, but then we can add and collect over time.
Smart. I like that.
Yeah, because it doesn't come like, loose parts is something that you definitely have to continue to collect.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to fill a center in one day.
Yeah, it takes time. It's collecting, like going to a thrift store and seeing like a bag of seashells. Like at Valley Village, they have like bags all on the wall for like, I don't know, $1.99, and you just pick that, dump it into the thing, and then over time, and then over the years, as you follow their play, you might, they're really into, I don't know, like the ocean or something, and I have seashells, and you take them out.
Or You could go to the beach, see what you can find.
Yeah, and I'm like, field trip. And then they're like, you can't take all those children to the beach, Maddie. I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that would be really cool to do with like my own kids and your own kids. But yeah, speaking of being a parent and adding loose parts, like I'm lucky to live. Well, you can find loose parts anywhere. You don't have to live in like a forest, but loose parts are like twigs and acorns. My kids and I have made like acorn necklaces. And you know what we did? We took the top off of the acorn. So like I'm not sure if there's a name for that, but there's a top to it. And we put gems and made necklaces. I did that at the preschool too, but we did it here and it was like a fairy's necklace.
I've never heard of that, but.
Yeah, like a marble. You should do that with the school agers. They would love that. And I just use a hot glue gun.
Oh, I was just going to say, you just hot glue it in there.
Yeah. And they can put whatever marble or gem they want in it. And you could collect some today and take them home with you. But yeah, that's how it's so amazing. Like there's like endless opportunities. I'm trying to think what else I wrote here. I wrote some things. Yeah, I think we covered a lot of those things. Like I'm curious, like how does other childcare centers add loose parts into their play, or what other loose parts can you think of that we didn't list?
Yeah, I want to encourage the other ECEs out in Manitoba. Where are you getting your loose parts?
Yeah.
Did we miss any locations?
Yes, please put it in the comments so we can check those locations out. That's something we want to do, is like go on field trips and see what things we can find and then see what the kids do with them. That's a great idea. We kind of already we're talking about that, but thinking about like we post the things we found and then we also share without sharing anybody's like identity, like what they use them for, and then sharing that with all of you. We want to try to do more things like that to build a community with everybody online and get more ideas from other ECs. Yeah, so join our movement of loose parts.